Now that we covered the middle part, you have the whole left-hand side. So the middle part is more of what you use for testing and changing your parameters. The left-hand side is what I consider information. So we'll start with system technical data. What you get into with this is any torque specs or information. So here's your torque specs. It's under tightening torques. You have your fuel system information and general information about your engine. And then you have your components list. So the components list will get into all the different parts. So like your throttle actuator, that's going to be in here. So any part that's related to your engine, you're going to find that in here. And it works the same way whether you're on engine, transmission, ABS. As you notice, the software doesn't change. Where like using the OE software, you have to learn each program individually because none are the same. The Jaltest is laid out the same. It doesn't matter if you go to off-highway, ag, commercial vehicle, the software never changes. So if you need a wiring diagram, you simply click on diagrams. Here's your standard diagrams, your DEF operating, your fuel system, and then the fuse and relay box, because all of those diagrams are related to the engine in one way, shape, or form. Then you have your maintenance data. Maintenance data is more if you want to create a customizable PM checklist, and this is where you can do that at. Now, before I talked about things being web-based, and up to this point, the only thing that was web-based was your troubleshooting information. So this is the next 4 tabs that I said would require internet to click on them. One of them is your vehicle data. That is just like your torque specs from before, but instead of being single value, this is where you get into more in-depth torque specs. So if you have a cylinder head that has a sequence and a stage, or if you break a belt, this is your belt routing for this engine. And all you got to do is click on the picture and it will open up into that information. And you can print these off or save them attached to a file. But as you see, there's just a lot of information. So this is your valve adjustment information, your liner height information. Here's your torque specs for like a cylinder head. So you'll have your sequence and your stages are below that. So this gets into your wheel alignment, your brake system, fluids and capacities. That's all under vehicle data. You have troubleshooting by symptom. So if you have a symptom but no fault code, it gives you a trouble tree. And all you simply have to do is, if you got like an engine knocking, is highlight that and click your check mark. And this will start out at step 1. It'll give you just a guide to go through and see where the issue lies. TSBs, any tech service bulletins that the OEs release, this is where we put those. And then component replacement guide. Component replacement guide is built for if you don't know how to remove a part, disassemble it, reassemble it, and then reinstall. It's the procedure on how do you do this, and that's what it's designed for.